So as we wait for the clock to strike, just sit down in a comfortable position. Keep your eyes closed. Focus your attention on your breathing. Be in yogic breathing. Expand your abdomen, then expand your chest, then expand your shoulder and clavicle. And then when you release in the reverse order. Release the shoulder clavicle first, then release the chest, and then release the abdomen. Let the abdomen go inside towards the spine as much as it can, pushing maximum stale air out of the body. Continue to be in this position till I start blowing the conch to announce the start of the class. Get ready to chant mantra Om.
Progress.
Get ready to chant mantra Om 7 times. Make your sankalpa. I'm chanting mantra Om, creating a protective energy field around me that keeps me protected from all external negative influences, antibodies, and viruses. I am creating 3 layers of protection. On the outermost layer, I have 6 friendly creatures, an elephant behind me, a peacock in front, a tiger on the right side, a lion on the left side, an eagle above my head, and a black tortoise below me. Inside of that, I have a big ring with balls of fire. I am lighting all the balls, allowing a firewall to go up all around me like a protective shield. The third layer of protection comes from the subtle energy of mantra Om that I'm chanting. Take your awareness to the root of the base chakra, Mooladhara. Visualize a 4-petal lotus. Visualize the energy of color red coming up from inside your spinal cord, pouring out from the center of your head and falling all around you like a fountain. This visualization will continue to be remaining the same. Only the location and the number of petals and the color will change. So take a deep breath, focusing your attention at the root chakra, 4-petal lotus, red color, for chanting Om. Take your awareness to Swadhisthana chakra at the spinal terminus, coccyx bone, 6-petal lotus, orange color. Increase pitch further, take a deep breath. Take your awareness to Manipura chakra behind your navel, 10-petal lotus, yellow color. Increase pitch further, take a deep breath. Take your awareness to Anahata Chakra behind your heart center. 12 petal lotus, green color. Increase pitch further. Take a deep breath. Take your awareness to Vishuddhi Chakra behind your throat pit. 16 petal lotus, blue color. Increase pitch further. Take a deep breath for Om Mantra. Take your awareness to Ajna Chakra behind your eyebrow center. 2 petal lotus, indigo color. Increase pitch further. Take a deep breath. Take your awareness to Sahasrara Chakra, center of the top of your head. 1000 petal lotus, white color. Increase pitch further. Take a deep breath. Shanti mantras. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinamaditamasttu Ma Viddhishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harigi Om. Keep your hands in Linga Mudra, interlace all the 4 fingers. The left hand thumb will stand erect. The right hand thumb and the index finger will rotate around the left hand thumb. Keep your hands near your chest and follow me in making your sankalpa. I am chanting Mahamrityunjaya mantra for physical health and mental well-being. Chanting the mantra every day helps me maintain the best of health, mentally and physically. All my brain cells and my body cells are operating optimally and in harmony with each other. I can feel your grace, my Lord, penetrating deep into my body, energizing each and every brain cell and body cell, keeping me in pristine health. I bow down before you, thanking you from the bottom of my heart for keeping me in pristine health. And I promise to put in efforts from my side for keeping this body in a healthy condition, befitting for you to reside inside my body in your effulgent form. If you know the mantra, chant along. Otherwise, just be in the vibrations of the sound energy. Om Triyambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarkamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Triyambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarkamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Triyambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityor mukshiyamamritat. Om Shanti 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 Harigi Om. Very slowly disengage your hands and keep them on your knees. Keep your body absolutely steady and still. In the steadiness of that body, experience the steadiness of your mind. Become a standby passive observer, observing as the thoughts flip in and flip out. As you are watching as a standby observer, become a little curious and ask yourself a question: where are these thoughts coming from and where are they going away? As soon as you ask that question, there is a momentary blankness before the next thought comes in. Try and focus your attention on that gap. Feel yourself completely grounded with Mother Earth. Be confident that she will always provide you for all your necessities in life. Feel a surge of energy coming up from Mother Earth, penetrating your body, energizing each and every brain cell and body cell, giving you a unique sense of confidence to face up to the external circumstances, be they pleasant or unpleasant. And then, very gently, open your eyes. So, very good morning to all of you. We are on the penultimate day today, and this is a very special day for me personally. My teacher, my mentor, my motivator, Eleanor Criswell, is with us today. It was a little difficult for me to actually approach her and ask her whether you would come and supervise one of my classes. But she read my thought and she said, I will come and join one of your classes on her own. So finally, she's here with us. She is herself a great exponent of yoga, apart from her expertise and supreme knowledge in Hanna Somatics, which was actually propounded by her late husband, Dr. Thomas Hanna. She's also a specialist in biofeedback as well as in neurophysiology. And she continues to keep learning. And she has written the only possible book on what is called somatic yoga. Although that book goes by a title which says How Yoga Works. And for all aspirants of both somatics as well as yoga, it's a wonderful book to read and gain more experience. Today she is going to be here with us. She will see how the class is run so she can give me more inputs as to what I can do to improve further. And towards the end, we will invite her to say a few words to all of you and maybe a few feedback from some of you. So today we will try and do lesson 1. If time permits, we'll do lesson 2 of myth of aging. So get ready for the practices by lying down on your back. We'll start the practice with the body scan to start with. Just relax the whole body. Keep the hands by the side of your body. Keep your palms facing the sky. And mentally tell yourself, I'm relaxing my whole body. As you make that mental command, just observe as to whether it makes any changes physically in your body. Very slowly, let the entire body relax and bring your attention to your foot and see how the feet are in relationship to the ground. Are they completely flopped along the ground, or are they raised slightly away from the ground? If they are raised slightly away from the ground, are they symmetrical on the right side and the left side? Then pay attention to your heels. How are they pressing against the ground? Is one side seemingly pressing more than the other? Just become observant. Then see how your calf muscles are in relationship to the ground. Again, see if one side is pressing more than the other. And if so, is it the same side where the heels also seemingly pressing more? Just compare. Then pay attention to back of your knees. Are they fleshed along the ground? If not, what is the gap between them and the ground? And are they symmetrical on the right side and the left side? If not, can you make any connection between them and the side where the heel is pressing more? Then pay attention to both your buttocks. How are they resting against the ground? Are the pressure the same on the right and the left side? Then pay attention to your spinal cord. Start from the coccyx bone and see how many of them are lying and touching the ground, how many of them are raised away from the ground. The more you relax, the more of them will start coming closer to the ground. Now pay attention to the lower back. Are they fleshed along the ground on both sides, right and left? What about the mid back? What about the upper back? Now take your attention to your shoulders. Are the shoulders fleshed along the ground? Or do you feel they are raised a little from the ground? Then the back of your head, how is it resting against the ground? Now scan the various parts one last time before we start our practices. Then you can compare them later to see whether you've experienced any changes in them. So we're going to start with lesson 1. So very slowly become aware of your body. Very slowly move your hands a little bit. Then stretch both the hands over your head. Stretch your feet forward. And then very slowly turn to one side and lie on your stomach. The right hand in front of your face. The left cheek is on the back of your right hand. Your face is looking at your right elbow. Now in this position, you will first start with raising your elbow. When you're raising the elbow, pay attention to the back of your shoulder. Around the shoulder girdle, the muscles will contract. And then when you bring the elbow down, those muscles will relax. So pay attention of those muscles. So breathing in very slowly, bring your elbow away from the ground toward the ceiling, only as far as you can comfortably take them. And very slowly bring it back to rest on the ground. The slower you practice, the better the benefit of these practices. Second round, very slowly allow your right elbow to come away from the ground. And very slowly take it back to rest on the ground. Slowly. Slower you practice, the better you benefit. Third round, very slowly breathing in, bring the elbow up away from the ground. Very slowly bring it back to rest on the ground. Very slowly, very slowly. Now you will be lifting your face, keeping the hand on the ground. So when you are lifting the face and trying to look over your right shoulder, the muscles along the right side of your spinal cord will be contracting, so pay attention there. If you focus your attention, then the responses from the brain are much better. So try and pay attention. So very slowly breathing in, lift your head up. Try to look over, elbows are on the ground, elbows are on the ground. Only the head comes up, looks over the right shoulder, if possible, as far as you're comfortable. Very slowly breathing out, bring the head back down to rest on the ground. Second round, very slowly breathing in, lift only your head up, the elbows are on the ground, and very slowly allow your head to come back to rest on the back of your palm. One last time, remember to pay attention along the side of the right side of the spinal cord, breathing in, very slowly raise your head up. Try to look over the right shoulder, very slowly let your head come back to rest on the back of your palm. Now, we're going to put these two movements together. So you will find the contraction moving over to the left buttocks, and you will feel as though the left foot wants to raise from the ground. So pay complete attention to this, what happens to the left foot. Does it try to come away from the ground? So very slowly, you will lift your hand, your chin, your elbow, and the head away from the ground. And very slowly bring it back to rest on the ground. All of them together. The hand must come along with your face up. So it's as though your back of the palm and your chin are stuck to each other and they will all come together. So very slowly breathing in, come up once again, pay attention to the left buttock, to the left foot. Very slowly come back to rest on the ground. Last round, very slowly, let the hand, head, elbow come up. Very slowly allow your hand, head, elbow to come back to rest on the ground. Take your time. It has to be done slowly. Now you experience that the left leg almost wanted to come away from the ground. So that's what we are going to do now. So very slowly, let the left leg come a little away from the ground. You don't have to take it too much high. Only a little high from the ground, not so high. Keep it a little down. Yes, and then very slowly take it back to rest on the ground. Second round, very slowly lift your left foot, left leg up from the ground. Very slowly take your left foot back to rest on the ground. You will breathe in when you're lifting the leg up. You must keep the leg straight, Anuj, and don't take it so high. Keep the leg straight, don't bend it at the knee. Keep it straight. You need to lift a little from the ground is enough, but keep it straight. So very slowly for the last time, lift your left leg away from the ground. And very, very good, Anuj. Very slowly allow it to come back to rest on the ground. Now we are going to put all of them together. So take some rest. Then we will bring the hand, chin, head, elbow, and the left leg up. So very slowly breathing in, let your hand, chin, elbow, and the opposite leg, that is the left leg, come up away from the ground. And very slowly allow all of them to come back to rest on the ground. Be slow, be slow, be slow, be slow. Whatever speed at which you came down, try and reduce it by half this time. So be very conscious, be aware, pay attention to the speed at which you're coming down. So very slowly breathing in, bring all of them up and very slowly come down. Yeah, yeah. Some of you are still going too fast. Pay attention and try and come down a little slower. That's much better now. Very good. Now the last round, all of you together, wait. When I start the instruction, then start so that you can all be together. Get ready. For the last time, bring all of them up together. Then very slowly bring them back to rest on the ground. And then turn on your back, rest on your back and experience what you have done just now. Once again, compare those various points that you observed in the beginning. Do you notice any change? Is there a difference between the right side of your body and the left side of your body? If so, what kind of differences are you noticing? Go deep inside yourself. It's your soma that you're exploring more and more. The more you connect with your soma, the more you benefit from these practices. Ultimately, it is what you put in that gives you the benefit. Once, explore as much as you can before we turn back to practice on the left side. Notice all the differences that have happened. Make a mental note of them. Then very slowly, in your own comfort zone, turn back on your stomach. Now this time we'll be practicing on the left side. So you'll bring your left hand in front of you. Your right cheek will be placed on the back of your left palm. You will be looking at your left elbow. Now get ready, breathing in. You will slowly lift your left elbow away from the ground, wherever you are comfortable. Ashwini, your face must look at your elbow. So Your left hand is there, your face must look to your left elbow. Yeah. So very slowly, let your left elbow come up from the ground and very slowly bring it back to rest on the ground. Slower you bring it down, the better is your benefit from the practice. Focus of attention along the shoulder girdle, the muscles along contract. When you bring it down, they relax. Pay attention there. Second round. Relax. We'll practice that last round all together. Get ready, breathing in with full attention along the shoulder girdle. Bring your left elbow away from the ground. And then very slowly breathing out. Allow your left elbow to come back to rest on the ground. Relax, take a couple of breaths. Now you will be lifting only your head up, the elbows and the palm will rest on the ground. As you're lifting the head up, pay attention along the left side of the spinal cord. Those muscles will be contracting. When you're coming down, they'll be relaxing. So pay full attention there. So very slowly, lift only your head up, breathing in, and very slowly breathing out. Bring your head back to rest on the ground. Second round, breathing in, only the head comes up, hand and the palms rest on the ground. Then very slowly breathing out, allow it to rest back on the palm. Last round, only the head comes up. Breathing out, very slowly, allow it to come back to rest on the back of your palm. Now you'll put these two together. When you put them together, the movement will go into the opposite buttocks. The right leg will want to come up from the ground. See what happens there, pay attention. So very slowly breathing in, your hand, palm, chin, head, all of them come up. Very slowly come back to resting position. Very slowly. Wonderful. Very good. Second round. Breathing in, very slowly bring all of them together. And very slowly allow them to come back to resting position. Wonderful. Last round on your own. Very good. Relax a little bit. Now you lift only the right leg away from the ground. So very slowly breathing in, lift your right leg away from the ground. Then breathing out, very slowly take it back to resting position. Second round, breathing in, very slowly lift your right leg away from the ground. Very slowly allow it to come back, rest on the ground. Last round. Breathing in, your right leg comes up. And then breathing out, very slowly, right leg comes back to resting position. Now we'll be putting all the moves together. So your hand, face, head, and your right leg will come up. Breathing in, bring them up. Breathing out, allow them to come back slowly to resting position. Second round, very slowly breathing in, bring all of them up away from the ground. Slowly, breathing out, very slowly, allow them to come back to resting position. Slowly. Slow is the key word. Remember slow. Last round, breathing in, come up. Breathing out, very slowly, allow them to come back to resting position. Take some rest. Breathe in a couple of times. Now you will bring both your hands in front of you. The right palm is on top of the left palm. Your forehead is resting on the back of your palm. And you will be lifting your head up, trying to look at the ceiling. So very slowly breathing in, lift your head up and try to look at the ceiling. Wherever you can, you don't have to necessarily look at the ceiling. Wherever up you can see. Breathing out very slowly, take your head back to rest on the back of the palm. Wonderful. Slow is the key word. Second round, very slowly breathing in, lift your head up, eyes somewhere towards the ceiling. Very slowly let your head come back to rest on the back of your palm. Now last round, breathing in, let your head come up, eyes focus towards somewhere near the ceiling. Very slowly breathing out, let it come back to rest on the back of your palm. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Now you will be taking the head and the right leg up. So very slowly breathing in, take your head up and the right leg up. And breathing out, very slowly bring both of them to resting position. Second round, breathing in very slowly, head and right leg up. Very slowly bring them back to resting position. Last round, very slowly breathing in, head and right leg up. And very slowly allow them to come back to resting position. Now we'll bring the head up and the left leg up. So take some rest. We always like to do some resting before we start other movements. It's a good practice. Pay full attention to the back muscles when you're doing this. Now get ready. Very slowly breathing in, Your head and left leg up away from the ground. Very slowly bring it back to resting position. Very slow. Second round, breathing in very slowly, head and left leg up. And breathing out very slowly, take them back to resting position. Last round, very slowly breathing in, head and left leg up. Then very slowly allow them to come back to resting position. Take some rest again. Now the last movement, we'll do this only once. You will lift your head up and lift both the legs up. So we'll do this only once. So take some rest before we do this. Now, very slowly breathing in, your head and both the legs up. And then very slowly allow them to come back to resting position. Then slowly turn on your back and experience the effect of what you have done. How is the right side and the left side now experiencing as compared to what you experienced when you had practiced only on the right side? What changes can you notice on the back now? Is more of your back aligned along the ground? More of your spinal cord aligned along the ground? Is the gap between your back of the knees and the ground reduced? Do you feel a little lighter or you feel a little heavier? What you experience is what you experience. Just pay attention. Then, when you're ready, very slowly turn to one side and sit up. We will have a small discussion with my teacher, Eleanor, who's also been a great motivator for me. I'm in Hanna Somatics because of her. And it's a great opportunity for all of you to meet. Some of you have already met her in the webinar which she conducted for us last 2 times. Some of you are meeting her for the first time. And Eleanor would also like to hear your experiences so that we always learn from the participants' experience to keep fine-tuning what we do. So Eleanor, over to you now. You have to unmute.
May I ask a favor?
Yeah, sure.
Would you please guide everyone in cat stretch number 4 before
Yes,
we
okay.
have our
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Please lie down on your back because when you hyperextend your back, you have to do this cat stretch to balance the body. So I forgot about that. My excitement with my teacher made me forget that. Sorry. So you'll be keeping your right hand under your head, fold both the knees, both the legs, one leg at a time if you want, feet flat on the ground, knees facing towards the ceiling. Now, when you're just listen to the instructions and then you can practice. When you're breathing out, first breathing in, you will arch your lower back, your tailbone will press against the ground, the spine below the belt line will arch, the sides of the body will be on the ground. When you're breathing out, the spine below the belt line will flatten out. You will bring your head and the elbow up. And you'll also bring the opposite leg up and you'll try to aim your elbow at the opposite knee. So get ready, start breathing in, arch your lower back, tailbone presses on the ground, then breathing out, your elbow comes up, your knee comes up, only the right elbow, only one elbow. The right elbow is aimed towards the left knee and then very slowly take it back. Second round, breathing in, arch your lower back and then breathing out, right elbow towards the left knee. Very slowly breathing in, come back, arch your lower back, tailbone presses on the ground. Once again, breathing out, lower back flattens, tailbone comes away from the ground, right elbow is aimed towards the left knee. Very slowly come back to rest. Now we'll do it on the other side. Breathing in, arch your lower back, tailbone presses on the ground. And then breathing out very slowly, left elbow aimed towards the right knee. Then slowly bring it back to rest on the ground. Second round, breathing in, arch your lower back, tailbone presses on the ground. Breathing out, lower back flattens, bring the head and the elbow up, aiming towards the opposite knee. The opposite leg also comes up. Last round, breathing in, arch your lower back, tailbone presses on the ground. Breathing out, flatten the lower back, bring your head and the elbow up, opposite knee up. Try to aim the elbow towards the opposite knee. And then slowly rest back, stretch your legs out, relax for a minute, then turn to one side. And irrespective of whether the instructor remembers or not, whenever you do the first exercise which we did, which hyperextends the back, you must always conclude with this. So as a practice, you can always conclude your practices with this practice so that it balances out. Thanks a lot, Eleanor, for reminding me on that.
You're welcome. You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Now it's over to you. You can address them.
I am so pleased and, of course, honored to be able to observe your class.
Thank you very much.
And yes, it's my first class of yours to
Yes.
observe, and it is very pleasing to watch
Thank you.
how focused you are and
Thank you,
how
thank you.
much you're in sync, you're synchronized with your students. It's really good. I'll tell you more later, but let's hear from people about their experiences. I really want to know what you discovered while you were doing this today.
So you can unmute and speak.
Can I go?
Yeah, Lakshmi.
Please.
Sorry. Janmina, okay. Janmina, go.
So I have not been a very fit person, and always any kind of strenuous stuff was tough for me. So I think this has really been a blessing where it is about going slow, and I'm amazed how at the end of every class I feel extra flexible and rejuvenated. So definitely something that works for my sluggish body.
Yeah. And it will more and more facilitate your body as you go along.
Yeah.
You've probably already noticed that so far in the classes you had with Ramesh.
Sure. Thank you.
I'm happy
That's-
for you.
Lakshmi.
See, it's really good to share. It's good to share because it takes it up to your cortex. You get to hear it. makes it more conscious, and everybody else gets to get the benefit of the things that you've discovered.
So can I go?
Good morning.
Yeah, Lakshmi is going. 1 second. 1 second,
Yeah.
miss.
Good morning. The most important part for me was, understanding to go slow. I have been doing yoga with another instructor, but the point remains that, when you go slow, you understand every cell or every muscle and everything, which is actually where you're stuck, where the pain is stuck, or where your thoughts are stuck. So that is like a very, very good experience, because I've been trying this for a very long time to synchronize my thoughts with, the pain areas of my body. And somehow I was always faltering. So I'm slowly getting onto the track of realizing where the stuck areas are. So it's really, really nice for me.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. So you're getting more mind body connected.
Yes, I am.
That's great.
Umesh.
And then it enhances your yoga.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Then it enhances your yoga.
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
After a long time yesterday, I could actually continuously do Surya Namaskar 24 times, which I would start faltering after 4 or 6.
Oh, wow. That's really
Yeah.
great. Super.
24 times, that's great.
Yeah.
She said 24 times.
That's great.
Yes.
34? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Whew.
Yes, Umesh.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
And
Good morning.
really, I'm thankful to Ramesh and Eleanor for discovering this particular type of exercise and somatic yoga to me. I am a yoga practitioner doing amateur yoga since last more than 10-15 years. But and physically, I'm trying to be fit. But there were some yogasanas which I was unable to perform to the perfection. I was unable to understand what was going wrong. Those some of positions I was able to bend and have a flexibility, but a few typical where the more flexibility is required, I was unable to do that. After doing this yoga and one special session with Mr. Ramesh, he has given me some kind of a tips. And after that, I find, yes, there is a great level of flexibility, especially my lower back, then back of the thighs, where the Paschimottanasana is a typical asana where I am unable to bend after 45 degrees. But now I think after this type of flexibility enhancement, and where the mind, body, soul, cell, everything is getting connected, it is a fantastic experience. I love it. Thanks.
Thank you.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful to hear. And it will continue. It's going to get more so.
Yeah, this is Dr. Ashwin. Hello. Yeah. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some background noise. Yeah. Now it's
I
okay.
wanted to say is the synchronization is when we are actually connecting everything with breathing, like in pranayama,
Yes.
exhalation. If we are doing it twice that of inhalation, so what I try to do is I get into the position with inhalation, hold it 1, 2, 3, 4, and then exhale, double the time, so the movement comes slow, and it is continuous. There is no breaking, like it comes down, stops, comes down, stops, nothing of that sort, but the movement of is very, very smooth when you come back into the relaxed position.
Perfect. That's great that you're doing it that way. That's wonderful.
But does it help? Do you advise that, or does it
Yes.
make my movement more? Is it better or is it okay? I mean, I
It's
should
better.
discontinue that. Okay.
It's better.
Yeah.
We generally recommend that you more or less inhale on the contraction that is going in and exhale as you're coming out of it, because inhaling is sympathetic nervous system and
Yeah.
exhaling is parasympathetic. So, and we want to have some effort with the contraction and then relaxing with the exhalation and coming out of it. That's wonderful. And you discovered that yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shiva.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good to see Eleanor today in the morning.
Good
From
morning.
7:15 to 7:27, I was thinking it's a DP, it's a picture of hers because she wasn't moving at all. And I was thinking, no, she's very alive. How nice the DP is there. And when at 7:27, I could see a little bit of movement. I said, my God, for 12 minutes, she was the same person like a picture. So that was my observation. And then I thought that this is when a master is there of the art, that is the poise, that is the perfection in a pose. If I have to be there, I'll keep on fidgeting myself. So 1 point that. Good morning. Very thankful to both of you. Then second thing that I had a little back pain, which very rarely happens in the night yesterday. And today after my session, I'm feeling absolutely fine. And I told to myself that if today I don't have a back pain, no, this is actually effective. A lot of our friends here like Anita and all, they talk about their back pains, but I never have any back pain. So I could never relate to it. But yeah, I always felt lighter, better, energetic. But today, maybe it was a divine intervention for me to tell that this is actually working. So I had a back pain last night and I'm feeling better. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. There you are. Yeah. A little demonstration for you.
Sanjana. Sanjana is a dear student of mine from MBA in finance. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's staying in Dubai.
This yoga, I've tried a lot of yoga before, and I've been really closed off to it as nothing's really worked on my body as much. When I started with Ramesh sir's yoga class, after the first class, I found so much of a difference in my body, my muscles, the flexibility, the awareness that I had of my own body, and how much more I was able to do in the class and otherwise as well, and use my body otherwise. I've lost 3 to 4 kilos already, and it's just been a great experience for me, and I'll continue to do this for the future.
Great.
Good. And it will just get better and better and better. It's almost infinite.
Yeah. Anita?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Ramesh sir and Eleanor ma'am, for this morning review of you as well. I've benefited immensely. When I started off, I had a left glute, and later I found out it was the SI and adductor which had caused a problem. And I've been doing I had a personal session with sir a couple of times, and I was able to manage the pain as well as come back a little bit more to normal. So, and I've been a little more flexible. I had lost a lot of muscle strength due to a thyroiditis condition. So now I'm kind of slowly gaining it back because I can't immediately go into a heavy duty muscle exercise as such. So this was a good way for me to regain my muscle weight as well as my muscle strength. So it's been an amazing 1 month,
Mhm.
and I'm looking forward to continue with Sir after we finish these sessions in a regular class, probably.
Great.
Good.
Excellent.
Good, because it will keep on developing.
Yeah.
Maya.
Good morning, Eleanor. It's an absolute
morning.
privilege to see you. And I must agree with some of the participants when they said that looking at you is almost as if we are meditating in front of Buddha. It has been an immense honor that I have had the opportunity to be in Ramesh's class. I think one major realization in Ramesh's class was I can own my body, and my mind and my body could be in perfect sync. I have often felt in the last few years as if my mind is literally carrying a log of wood and walking around. But I have often found that after a session with Ramesh, my body feels in sync with my mind, and I feel as if I am light. And I think that is a tremendous awareness and a tremendous strength of what we are capable of doing if just we focus with mindfulness.
Fantastic.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Vijay Lakshmi Ramani. And can I request all those who have kept their videos off to switch it on so that I can take a photograph in this session with Eleanor? So if all of you switch your videos on, I can just very quickly take a photograph. Yeah, Vijay Lakshmi.
Hi, good morning, Ramesh sir, and good morning, Eleanor. Thanks a lot for the wonderful somatic yoga. I have been practicing yoga for a few years regularly, but this is a totally new experience, connecting the mind along with the postures and things like that, awareness of the brain and other things. And initially, when I started the class, I had a problem of this SI joint. So I got some muscle pull and things like that. Now I'm completely all right. But for the little bit of below the hip region, my back is completely normal now. So I don't have any pain, and I continue to do this regularly. And yeah, it's a totally amazing experience.
Great. Rita. I don't know, Rita is my yoga teacher as well. She was one of the teachers in the yoga class where I used to go. And she's also attached to the same ashram. We share the same guru. So there's a lot of connect with her.
Good morning.
Very good morning.
Mr. Ramesh and Eleanor. Really, it was a wonderful experience, very subtle level, and it is very relaxing and free from all pains. Yeah, it's a wonderful experience. Thank you so much.
So all of you put your best face forward. I'm clicking a photograph. Get ready. 1, 2, 3, go. Very good. 2 more people are left. We'll just take their feedbacks and then we'll wind up. Anuj.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
It was a very good experience. When I joined this class around 1.5 months ago, it was, and I've been doing the practice very regularly, and it has kept my mind peaceful and relaxed.
Very good. Okay, Runali.
Wonderful.
You're muted, unmute. Yeah.
Hello.
No.
Good morning, ma'am and sir. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm very fortunate that I have got the opportunity to take a part in this session and in this course. Before I learn here, mindfully do the exercises that is very benefited to me, and much and a very uh, I like here the most part, that is the scanning of the body. Body scan. I like the most. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Last, Deepa. We kept you for the last because you know Eleanor very well. So we said we'll keep you for the last.
I want Moina to speak. Moina has.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Moina didn't speak. Sorry. Yeah, you're muted. Oh, Ritesh is also left. Yeah.
I want to thank Deepa for introducing me to Ramesh. I think one of the most beautiful souls in the universe, both Deepa and Ramesh. And I just feel that I'm so blessed that I'm constantly meeting people of this kind. And Eleanor, yourself as well, the vibrations and the aura is so beautiful. I'm a practitioner of yoga also for about 15 years. But, you know, I think the main thing that I've learned is that it's a journey of continuous learning. And my practice has improved a lot. I feel that my focus has to be my mind. Of course, the body always needs attention, but the way that I'm enjoying understanding the mind through the slowing down, through the breath, through the movements has been absolutely unequaled. So thank you very much, Ramesh.
Prafulla, we missed out on her.
Thank you, Rameshji, and morning to you and Eleanor. I had no idea of somatic yoga at all when I first started the session. And I've been hearing about all types of yoga, but not the somatic yoga. I do apologize for the drilling noise. I live in a high rise in Hong Kong and it's noisy. But what I realize is that, you know, the little movements, they make a big difference. And that's something I hadn't realized before. And the other thing is it forces you to concentrate a lot. And that concentration is helpful not only for the yoga, but in other aspects of life, which I found to be quite interesting and quite, it's an application of mind for even the smallest of the things. Thank you to both of you for this introduction. And it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So I am going to keep going at it. And a little tidbit which I would like to share with both of you. And Rameshji, you're not aware, but I do run your videos very often and I make notes and I follow that whenever I have time. Thank you to both of you.
Thank you very much.
Great.
Yeah. Anybody else has left? Ritesh, before we take Deepa.
Hey, hi all. Good morning. So I was fortunate to have some sessions with Eleanor separately. So it was wonderful experience coming to this session. And definitely, whether it is very, very relaxing whenever I do that. And one of the things which I never observed myself is scanning of body, right? That thought never came to my mind to realize that which part of my body is touching the ground. And whenever Ramesh sir explained that, I always find some difference from my left side to the right side. So that was a very good learning. One of the example or one of the experience I wanted to share, which happens with me every day. Whenever I start the session, the first 10 minutes when the meditation was happening, I always find very discomfort on the back. But at the end of the session, and I always try to take a support initially, but after the session, I find it very easy to sit without any support. So overall, my experience in these sessions are very, very good. And thank you, Rameshji, for introducing Somatic to me.
Thank you. Yeah. Deepa.
Thank you.
Eleanor, so wonderful to see you again, Ramesh. Thanks. And so for me, you know, when my shoulder pain started somewhere in April, it was also the time where I was, you know, it was so difficult at that time. And normally, you know, that this is something that's going to take 2 years, or that's what the allopathic said to. And I did start with some physiotherapy. But soon after I, spoke with Ramesh, we did the session on somatics, and then I met with you, Eleanor. I did the seminars. I immediately knew that this was happening for a reason, that a lot more people probably had to know about somatics and somatics yoga through my experience of the transformation. And I use the word transformation very thoughtfully, because within the 2.5 months, I can say that I am at least maybe 75% better. And not only have I ordered the book Somatics, but I've given it to some of my physician friends, my physiotherapist friends for whom I've ordered. And I truly think, and I've said this to you, Ramesh, and to Eleanor, that this is really something that needs to be very widely known world over. I just feel very blessed that many of my friends are in this class with me, and that they trusted me when I said, just come and experience it. And I'm sure it's beautiful to see so many people here who are taken away, and I'm sure that we are all going to be transmitters of the idea, because nothing happens for a reason. I mean, everything happens for a reason. Nothing happens just like that. And I just feel this enormous it's like discovering that you can use Amazon to send gifts to friends. And I just feel like, the easiest thing for me to do is to say, hey, it's just at a click. You can go and like take a class, or you can go and learn this, or get hold of the book and incorporate it into your life. So just this awareness of the soma, the breath, slowing down. I think these times we all need it to manage ourselves, our body and mind, and not to have to suffer in any kind of chronic pain, big or small, because all of this hampers our most effective performance in the universe. And I just feel being able to liberate yourself is such a gift. So thank you so much, Eleanor and Ramesh.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for all your feedbacks and participation. Of course, we will take this forward. Eleanor will give me some more inputs onto how we can improve the classes further separately. We're already almost 15 minutes over class time, so let us close down, get ready for the closure, sit down in a meditative position. Chant Om 3 times. Make your sankalpa, you're chanting Om, creating protective energy field around you that keeps you protected from all external negative influences, antibodies and viruses. Take a deep breath. Shanti mantras. Asatoma sadgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, mrityurma mritam gamaya, sarvesham swastir bhavatu, sarvesham shantir bhavatu, sarvesham purnam bhavatu, sarvesham mangalam bhavatu, loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Triambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshi Yamamritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Rub your hands nicely. When they're warm, then keep them on your eyes. Feel the warmth flowing in from the palm into the eyes. Then very gently open your eyes and slowly release your palm. Hari Om Tat Sat. So once again, thank you everyone for staying a little extra time. And Eleanor, a million thanks to you for supporting all the activities of India and trying your best to make it spread. And I'm sure you will continue to see that Hanna Somatics spreads more and more in India. A large country needs this very much and they will benefit with your support and actions. And I look forward to your input. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir. Thank you, Leo.
Bye.
Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.